So today was day 3 of the live trading for the Day Traders Playbook class that I've got going on right now. And whether you're part of that class or took my Ultimate Day Trading class, or heck, if you're in the Futures Room or the Sector Secrets Mastery, you're pretty familiar with some of the pitches, right? The 5 pitches that I like to look at. In fact, we talk about them pretty often in the videos. And so this is going to be a quick recap of what we had this morning. Today, we had basically the market sort of in mode, in a specific mode. I'd say confusion. And I say that because you've got to, well, let's start off with the daily here. I think it's really important to incorporate the daily into your day trading analysis. And I think what's happening on the S&P and the NASDAQ specifically is a group of traders like myself who are buying dips, retracements. And you've got another group of traders that are fading the highs. And, ultimately, we'll see what happens because in fairness, we are kind of in a range. But let's also keep in mind that this is a full double green EMA stacked market. So we have basically a situation where 13 is over 8, 21 is over 13, and 34 exponential moving average is over 21. This is a fully stacked double green market. I am, through my rules, not even allowed to look at the short side because the structure is pointing to a higher probability follow through to the upside. That's all. It's like a traffic light. It tells me what I can and I can't do. So really what was so interesting about this morning, and the daily really did tell the story, is right around 14,710. Right around 14,710. We had a break higher through, yes, the major psychological level, but also the close of the previous session. And if you notice where the market got a lot more bullish, it was as we took that level out. These are things that are most obviously seen, clearly seen, if you've got the daily time frame in view. Nonetheless, for the most part, the rest of it was pretty normal. It was basically a clearing range breach, 30-minute high. 30-minute high, meaning from 9:30 to 10, we put our clearing range in, we've got our high, we've got our low, and right through here, we broke the high of the clearing range. That opens up the breach retreat, the breach retest, starting in this area, and that is where you could build along via micro, mini, or even the QQQ calls, right? Good old-fashioned breach retreat. One thing that happened before that, as we review the morning trades, one thing that happened before that, we actually had 2 opportunities. This happened to have been the second, the breach, where the longs are valid, right? The first one was right in here. Kind of an aggressive V-score low, Darvis, and that was the first opportunity. The second came later. And then that was the morning. Probably one of the best looking trades. And I'll tell you, I missed this one. I was in live trading, probably got to this one a hint too slow. A couple folks in live trading got it. And that was this gorgeous setup right here. Now, it was fast. It was one candle. I think it spent less than 2 minutes down in this area. But golly, look at that V-score low. Look at that Darvis. Actually, really nice setup right there, right after the bell in the Dow. That one I didn't get, but I did get to jump on 2 rides in that NASDAQ trade. And the last one, and this is a market that a lot of people don't think to day trade often enough, and that was gold. Gold had a narrow range, far narrower, because this is only about a 3.3 range, and normally I want something closer to 8. But this was a good old-fashioned breach. And we actually did this a little differently. There's a couple ways you could have looked at this one, but it did come back down. Breach goes first, quick little pullback, and we got long GLD calls, which really hasn't been half bad. And so those were the day trades from this morning. But if there's anything that separated my day trading this year from last year, is a lot more work. And the funny thing is, last year we could get away with kind of ignoring the daily because the markets were just heading straight up. And a lot of folks tell me, Rog, this year is so much harder. It really isn't. It's actually normal. And in normal market circumstances, the daily is really very integral to what you're going to do on the intraday day trading time frame. Okay, so that was a recap of what we had going on this morning. And for a Friday, pretty darn good morning, but good old fashioned, breaches, retreat, good old fashioned V-score and Darvis, the same 5 things that I look for day in and day out. Hey traders, Raghee from Simpler Trading. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like and a comment below. And remember, subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll get notified of the next update. And when you're ready to join me for live trading, be sure to head on over to simplertrading.com. I'll see you in the next update.